Arnold Narzo from the Philippines, 45 years old. Family, I have 3 kids in the Philippines. I'm doing Eskrima. Eskrima is about stick fighting. Eskrima is about stick fighting. Philippines, they call it Arnis. But since I came from Cebu, this is popular in Cebu as called as Eskrima. What I learned is this stick fighting starts in Cebu, popular in Cebu, so they call it Eskrima. So in Manila, they call it Arnis. But I heard from my seniors, teachers, searching this, what is Arnis? There's no such Arnis, they said. It's harness, they said. It's about talking about a guard of this, what do you do? A body armor, harness. No such, no, there's no Arnis, they said. So this popular in Cebu, they call this Eskrima. Kali, the other call is Kali. There's argumentation between Kali and Kalis, because here in our group we call it Kalis Ilustrisimo. They call it Kali. Kali is from the word in Bisaya, they call it kamot lihok. In English, they call it hand movement. So Kali, kamot is hand, lihok is movement. They're gonna make short it Kali. So it's about hand movement. Ilustrisimo, with the talking Kalis, is referring into a blades. So in the southern part of the Philippines, when you go example from Mindanao, when you say, I want to buy nice Kalis. So the people, over there, go there, there's a nice Kalis there. So that's why we call this Kalis Ilustrisimo, means the blades of Ilustrisimo. This is the family name of the founder, Antonio, they call it Antonio Tatang Ilustrisimo. So he's famous of the name Tatang. He's come from the northern part of Cebu, Bantayan Island. Tatang means it is an older guy, Tatang or Tata, or they call it Lolo sometimes. So meaning, there's lots of meaning of a Tatang. So if you, in the Philippines, you're old man, they call you Tatang, like that. When I was a kid in Cebu, my first love is the martial arts. My first love is basketball. Second is boxing. Then I love to watch martial art movies like Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan. And sometimes when I played, I copied the movement alone, kicking the banana tree, going tumbling. Just like I'm imagining the movie. I'm Jackie Chan. I'm Bruce Lee. Then one of my neighbors, he used to martial arts. So he invited me, said, you want to learn martial arts? Yeah. So he teach me basic boxing. He teach me karate, but I don't like karate, so I prefer boxing. Then when there was a fiesta in our hometown, I used to play boxing. So we used dress to rap, do boxing at the time. You know what's funny is, you win, you have 10 pieces of candies. If you lose, 5 pieces of candies, like that. So that's our prize that we get. So when one of my friends saw me that, you're a good boxer, so you want to be a boxer? Go, yeah, I want to be. So he come with me. Let's go to the city and train. When I told my mother, I said, she got mad at me. She hits me with a stick. Why are you gonna leave like that? I was crying. I was thinking, I cannot fight back with my mother. So instead, I go boxing. I can fight back if I get hurt. But it doesn't work. So I stay with my mother until I graduated high school. So one time, I saw one of my neighbors swinging sticks. What's that? Wow, cool. He uses 2 sticks. He said, this is Eskrima. Oh, what's Eskrima? Stick fighting. Yeah. So what do you call that movement? He said, what do you call that? The double stick movement. He said, is sinawali. So what's the call of the martial arts? What's the name of the martial arts? He said, 12 pares. So in my mind, everybody has a stick fighting. It's 12 pares. So when I moved to Cebu, to Manila, right there after I graduated high school, I went to Manila. So, because I see my father there, because my father left us when I was young. So I met my father. Then I worked and support my own self to study. On Sunday, I used to jog at Luneta. So I used jogging. So I found there were lots of martial artists there. From this side, there are boxers group. The other side, they have karate, kung fu, and around is different kinds of sticks. So the next Sunday, because I love boxing, so I'm talking to the boxer. Oh, I was surprised. Well, most of them are Visayas. From Visaya, I'm from Cebu. So it's easy for them to join. I go shadow. Then they teach me how to box, proper boxing, doing some meets. And next Sunday, after the training of boxing, because they finish early, I go around. And so the people swing stick. Oh, Dosi Pares. There's a lot of Dosi Pares here. So just watching one by one, because there are about 10 clubs around Luneta at that time. I see this one. Oh, no good. Because it's like doing karate, stick, black, and kick. Then I go to the next one. Oh, it looks like the same. Third one, the fourth one. This one doing katas. Because in my mind, even the kids, if you give them a stick, they swing like this, follow through, they strikes through and through. But this guy, doing like that. Oh, it's not real one. And the last one group is, I heard people shouting, no, it's like this, it's like that, like this. It looks like fighting. It's cool. So I went there and watching. So I see them, you cut. Yeah, this is the real strikes. I like this one. So I keep on watching. Every Sunday, I was there, keep on watching them. Then one of the instructors noticed me. He kid, so you're always there every Sunday. You want to join? He asked me, yeah, can I? I said, yes, why not? So what should I do? I said, you bring sticks, your own stick. He said, like this. So how much do I pay? It's up to you, I said. So that was 1993 when I started Ilustrisimo. Then I asked, what's the name of this club? He said, is this Dosi Pares? No, this is Ilustrisimo. What is Ilustrisimo? Then the instructor explained to me, this is Ilustrisimo, that is Tatang Ilustrisimo. Ilustrisimo from the family name of the founder. Oh, Kalis, what is Kalis? This is talking about blades. Okay. So I learned more about stick fighting, not just only if you have sticks, then you are Dosi Pares that time. So it changes my mind. So that's how I started. Every Sunday I was there, training with this guy. His name was Tony Chavez. This first guy I met is Juni Chavez. So I asked, who is the master? He said, he pointed, an old guy sitting on the side. That is the master. I said, oh, really? Can he still move? Because about his 90s that time, 90 years old. So later I found out that Tatang was born in 1900, something like that. The other said 1900, the other said 1904, go like that. So 1993, 1945, so he's already in his 90s. So I can't believe that he can still move. Then said, okay, go practice. We practice with this guy. So I've been practicing them within 3 months. Then this Tony Chavez was gone because we heard that he's going jail. He killed 2 people. So I'm thinking of this place teaching basic. And then there's a time after the training, I collect 20 pesos. If you have 20, 50, then I give to Tatang. Then I brought Tatang to my house, eat for lunch, and bring rotis to his home. So when we're there at his home, he said something, okay, Arnold, I'll show you something. So I show me something, you strike me. Then bang, go like this. Oh, all right. Okay, then I said, next day you have to rest, So we do that the same routine every Sunday, then go to my house, then training in his house. I was only noticed that only Sunday Tatang was there, but during holidays, before I am working, then, I have holidays, so don't work. So I use my bike going around to Luneta. Oh, I see Tatang was there. Oh, okay, so Tatang is not here only on Sunday. So he stays here every day in Luneta. So that is a favorite place, Luneta. So I stopped and talking to Tatang, and this Tatang said, oh, you're here. Then it's good. Then again, he picked up the sticks, he showed me something, this is it. Then he told me lots of stories when they're younger days, about his fights. And when Tatang died in 1997, so I was the one taking place of teaching in Luneta. 1999, when I met Master Tony Diego. So he's a successor of Tatang Ilustrisimo at that time. He's the #1 student of Tatang. When Master Tony Diego noticed me, who is this kid? He moves well. Then, come, what's your name? Oh, Arnold, you're from Cebu. Oh, you're Cebu. So Master Tony was happy because he is also from Cebu. So we took our language, Visayan language. I said, oh, how have you been training? Oh, since 1993 with Tatang. Ah, okay. So, okay. You are invited to go to my gym. Train and spar with my #1 student, he said. So, okay, why not? So I went to his gym. What time? He said, 7 in the evening. Oh, yeah, it's good. So I'm out at 7 also with my work and it's closed. So I have to, from my work, I rush around to the gym to catch up the training. Then I was there. He said, I have to spar. So I sitting down and waiting. They said, oh, what are you doing there? Are you just watching and sitting? Come on. Stand up and train. So that's the time. That's the beginning. I trained with Master Tony. I was on his side. Every after training, same with Tatang, I bring him to the jeepney because we took jeepney. Took him to ride, and I walk on my way home. So that's the routine every time. Then he teaches me how to teach. He said, this is how to teach. Because after 6 years of training, he said, you know already how to move. You understand the system. Now, you can teach. But the problem is your age that time, because I was young at the time. He said, that's the problem, is your age, but you can teach. So, okay, see. So I was on his side, helping them to teach, or sometimes you teach and I'm watching. Then he's just correcting me. Oh, this next time when you teach, it goes like this, it goes like that. This is how to explain the movement. So until he died, I taking care of him, bring him to hospital every day, to his house, every day to his house for a medicine. And the last wish, he said, okay, Arnold, go on, continue teaching. He said, so preserve and promise to me that what system I told you, don't ever change. Preserve the Kalis Ilustrisimo system that I taught you. Then I said, okay, yes, go. So that's why I'm teaching now. I've been traveling around the world now. Last year I was in the USA, I was in Colorado, Las Vegas. I have a chance to meet Dan Inosanto, sharing with him with 2 hours training with him, share the Ilustrisimo, and he said, "Oh, what a nice, well-organized system." He said, "I should have done better before." I said, a chance to meet the old man and Master Tony. So I went Detroit, I went to Spain and Belgium, and now here in London. First reason is I love this martial arts. Second one is just to pay back for Master Tony because he's not able to train anymore because he has a legs problem, so he cannot stand anymore. Because he treated me well. Instead, I pay him. He didn't accept the money. Instead, he brought me to a restaurant, ate something, and then after that, bought some fresh fruits for my family. Said, "Oh, this is for your wife, your wife." "Oh, no, I should pay." No, he said. So I was thinking, oh, how can I pay back? It's just to help him teaching. So that's the way I'm go after my work, run to the gym to help him because there's a lot of foreigners coming. So that's it. So that's why I'm going teaching and I enjoyed it. One is I found it very practical. Practical Eskrima. Second one is be more on blades. They teach me how to use the proper using blades. Again, practical and no flower movement because this system used Tatang for fighting before. So that's why no flower movements, no unnecessary movements. is a direct. You counter wherever what is your position, what situation you are, then you have answer for any attack of your opponent. But in Ilustrisimo, they only preserve what Tatang teach, what's the movement of the sumi, no nonsense. So, because the other illustrative practitioners always, if you want Ilustrisimo, they're always looking at you. If you put some videos in internet and you do this is Ilustrisimo, lots of comments. You're not doing Ilustrisimo, you know your footwork is go like that. One story is that I remember Tatang said, in the Philippines, there's Tondo is a very dangerous place before. The docks are there, pier, so lots of money, that's why lots of people. There's a lot of gangster before, during 90s in that place. So one time at the pier, the company is having problem for this one guy because they always asking money for the trucks coming inside the pier. So they asked money to let you enter inside. So the company having problem. Then when they have a meeting, said, oh, what's we gonna do with this guy? Because we have lots of complaints from him. They always asking money to truck drivers going inside. Then is anybody of you have a friend? Then one of the guys said, I have a friend. Okay, you can talk to your friends. Yeah, I can talk. So one thing, this is it. It looked like a setup because he talks Tatang. Tatang, you know, we have a problem in the company, the pier, because this guy is always asking money for the truck drivers to coming inside, and the company wants to finish this guy, so that no problem at all. This Tatang said, okay, let me do it. Then these guys make a setup. He talked to the bad guy. He said, you know what? Someone's looking at you. His name is Tatang. He wants to kill you. He said, he warning you to stop asking money from those drivers. And this guy said, oh, you know what? Oh, I have to look this guy. So that time Tatang was at the pier waiting this guy. And this guy said, you know who Tatang is? And why? Oh, I heard that he's looking at me. Then Tatang said, yeah, you're asking the right person. Is that you? Yeah, I'm Tatang Ilustrisimo. And this guy pulling out his knife. But Tatang that time, he has a steel wrapped by a magazine. Steel. Then this guy tried to pull his weapon and attack Tatang. With a one movement, Tatang moved like this. Pang, pang. Hits a man, the pipe still here. And his finish is dead. Then Tatang walk away. And the guy who contacted Tatang, he just taking the problem, said, I'm the one doing this. I'm the one doing this. So this guy became popular because he killed this gang guy. he what you call this, taking all this. I'm the one who did this, he said. So that's one of the stories Tatang told me. Then I heard also stories, it's from the old Banin Tondo, that during that time Tatang is known as the name Daguhoy. Daguhoy is from the Filipino warriors who fought with the Spaniards before in Cebu. So they call Tatang Daguhoy because one time Tatang's son was in trouble in a bar because there's a lot of bar in pier. And those guys didn't know that this is the son of Tatang. So they beat Tatang's son. So one of the kids ran to Tatang's house and said, oh, Tatang, your son was beaten up by two people. Then Tatang went out of the house. He take off his clothes, put lots of oils on his body, wrapped the shirt on his head, putting off the shirt and walking without flip-flops, then holding with the bolo, looking for these guys. So this is how Daguhoy, when Daguhoy fought, he tied his hair and dress, really shoes like that. So that's why they call it Tatang Daguhoy. And there's lots of stories Tatang told me. He said he has a fight in is that Indonesia for bolo fighting. They have a $5,000 for a prize, but the Indonesian fighter refused to fight when he sees Tatang. I use once, just once it happens because for me, not just you learn martial arts just for hurt people, like that. So for me, I'm just using it for a situation. So it happens one time when I was in a ship going to Cebu. That 3 people wants to hold up me inside the comfort room toilets. So they tried to get my wallet, forcing to get my wallet. So I use defense, like using movement of the Eskrima to escape inside the toilet room. When they did not follow me, that's only inside the room. Move like this, push, and moving out of the restroom. But it not goes too far for that because maybe they just, lots of people outside. So they stopped, not actually into killing something. Me, I don't have anting-anting. They said Tatang has anting-anting, they said. But me, because on my opinion, my own self, first, why should I study martial arts if I'm relying on my anting-anting? And if I have anting-anting, maybe it's changed my personality. It will change my personality because I'm going to my anting-anting. If I believe that I not get stabbed or hit by a bullet, so I become arrogant. So it's easy for me to hurt someone because I believe I have anting-anting. So that's why I believe that I have a time of the word. I'm not a tree that has a roots. So I have a time. So I stay as I am. So that's why I don't have anting-anting. I don't want to have anting-anting. No, it's just a toy for me. Keep it in my house instead of in case of a situation. I have bullets in my house, but not just meaning to me. Just put in there in case if I need it. Then that's it.
So they are just weapons.
Yeah, they're just weapons. Because if I go into it, sometimes the spirit. I believe they said that there's a spirit in it. They said if you like always holding this one, then it changes. Like you have guns. Small troubles, I have guns. Then you go outside and go back and hit the guns. So just put it here. I know that my weapon's there in case if I need it, then I can pull it right away. If people doesn't know martial arts, they do aggressive right away. They're aggressive. So they hurt someone, they go in trouble. So problem. But if you know martial arts, you can handle yourself. You can handle these people, not to hurt, not going having problem, or not going to jail. So that's why I think it changes it changes the positive thinking of the people. Before you become arrogant, now you relax. Then it's easy for you. I think easy for you to read the situation. Oh, this guy doesn't like me. I have to move out. I have to move out. I'm not prepared to go into trouble. So I have to move out. So you become smart, quick, fast thinking. Anyway, because mostly the people who learn small martial art, they're aggressive right away. They believe themselves, I'm going right away, I can hit this guy. So what's happened if you break his face or whatever, you're not win because you have to pay him for the hospital. Then if he kills you, what happened to your family? So you could stay natural. You use this in a situation. So you know handle you before you're aggressive, now you stay calm, take it easy, everything's okay. Go like that if you have martial arts. Hopefully for me, it will grow more depending upon the student who learn Ilustrisimo. If they go into Ilustrisimo not for money, I think still preserve the system. I think it grow old. But if you go into money, then it likes the real system is like melted and far from the reality. I think it will be gone. So how to preserve? I think they must preserve the system. Don't change. Stay on the system. Don't just doing unnecessary movement just for teaching that, oh, I have lots of technique to make students to impress. So I think the Ilustrisimo will grow more farther for the next year, for the next coming generation.